Let's finish up with the story in single-player mode campaign for Mortal Kombat 1. Pretty excited to get this done. It's been more and more exciting as the story goes on. I don't know why people say it fell off. I think it's actually pretty exciting. We're in the beginning of Act 4. When we last left, what happened? There's been a lot of fights and a lot of turmoil. Turns out Kronika is not behind it all. It's actually Shang Tsung from another era. And so he's living in an alternate timeline. Both the Liu Kang Fire God storyline and the Shang Tsung storyline are both apparently real. Whether or not this is going to make good Shang Tsung an enemy or an ally in the real world, whether or not General Shao and Quan Chi will come to the good side, he kind of flipped it on all of them. So maybe all enemies will become allies, and this will be the deadly alliance. They'll be allied with the deadliest of foes. But I don't know. Chapter 13, let's continue. MK1. She still needs that stupid serum to keep her turning into Johnny Parker or whoever Spider-Man is. She's bleeding her own blood.
Not yet. It's my time, dear.
Oh yeah, Shao Kahn's
At least
spirit is in Ermac.
we had a few hours more.
I will cherish them.
But I'm 41 now. Time to die. Over the weekend, I was doing some of those combo trials. I think this game's pretty interesting. I also was watching
I will, Mother.
CEO Taku.
Father and Kitana.
Offline MK is looking pretty good. A lot of people are using different point characters and different assist setups. So we'll see what the game has to offer. I like it so far. It's solid. 8 out of 10. It's definitely still weird. MK is always going to be the weirdest fighting game. But, I mean, look at what's going on the screen right now. But
Father,
I definitely like it. It seems fun and interesting and
I collected
really
your mother's
unique.
soul.
Ed Boon's got a
It resides
creative
within
vision.
me. She is safe.
He's saying that fights are playing out the way that he wants to see them.
Hurry, everyone. We must withdraw.
They run out single file? I didn't notice that the first time. So they're leaving Shang Tsung's palace. That's like his fortress.
To move an army that large among realms, he'll need a portal, yes?
More than one. You will need a nexus of portal gateways.
It must be nearby. We follow them. They will lead us to it.
Agreed. But we cannot strike until Raiden and Kung Lao arrive.
That the Lin Kuei won't aid us is
Why does
unforgivable.
Melina have
Bihan has
a little
corrupted
buzz
the
cut
Tony.
mark cut out of her
When this
eyebrow?
test ends,
Notice
we
that?
will deal with that one.
This is but the opening battle in a longer war. Titan Shang Tsung has prepared his entire timeline for it. We cannot match its strength.
My counterpart said that your battle with him ripped time's fabric, creating 2 timelines. But how do we know that it wasn't torn further? If there are 2 timelines, can't there be more?
Wasn't Shang Tsung a good guy in the 90s
Why
cartoon?
the thought experiment, sorcerer?
You said we lack strength. We might find it in other timelines.
How would we do that?
We gather allies from across timelines. Other
Look,
Titans
they're
to
just
build an
standing in place,
overwhelming
taking
force.
turns explaining the
They
story.
exist.
What
We
if
have no
what if
proof
there's
that they do.
an alternate universe
Fight the battle in
with
front
even
of
more
us. We
superheroes?
can't stake our survival
We
on
could get
pure
Batman and
conjecture.
Superman to help us.
If Liu Kang
That
is
would be an
right,
injustice.
the battle in
Shut
front
up.
of us is already lost. This may be our only hope.
Geras, your thoughts?
It is possible. But as I am only the Hourglass's steward, such a search is beyond me. It can only be undertaken by the Keeper of Time.
And I no longer wield that power.
So then who's going to look through it if neither of you guys
You may
know the
be
Dewey Decimal
able
System
to
of
regain
Titans
it.
across realms?
What? How do you mean?
When you gave up control of the hourglass, I worried that one day you would find you needed it. So rather than let your power dissipate, I collected it. To this day, it remains safely stored.
Why did you never tell me this?
Because the process of restoring your power is likely irreversible. Returning to the life you have now, as Earthrealm's protector, a life you cherish, may be impossible.
So Liu
You
Kang
did not
stopped being a
want me
god.
tempted to make
Why
that
did he
sacrifice, unless it was absolutely necessary.
Why didn't he stay
Correct.
a god?
Thank you, Geras. You have saved us with your wisdom.
Yeah, I'm eager to try out Garrus.
Now,
There's still characters I haven't played
Where
as.
have you stored my power? We must retrieve it.
It is at the Fire Temple, stored in the Jade Jaguar gifted to you by the great Kung Lao.
He put it in the most like
Yes,
mundane
yes.
inanimate object,
Liu
the
Kang
Jade
has proven
Jaguar.
more resilient than anticipated.
Double Garrus. See,
He
I don't like
and
this
his
double
comrades
character
have escaped the
meme.
fortress.
Forget the others. Find Liu Kang. He alone threatens my plans.
I haven't played as
You
Liu
could have
Kang
picked
either.
no better vessel to store my power, Geras. I have always treasured the great Kung Lao's gift. It reminds me of his meticulous nature and his generous heart.
Once we retrieve the Jade Jaguar, we will proceed to the Hourglass. There, we will transfer the temporal power stored within it to you.
It now occurs to me that all along, you have had unfettered access to the power stored within. You could have taken it, become Keeper of Time, but chose not to. Why?
Because I have faith in your vision.
Isn't
for this
Garrus
new
somewhat of
era.
a robot? Like,
I
wasn't
am
he made
content
originally
to be
as one of
its
Chronica's
guardian.
bots?
Thank you.
I don't know if he was ever a
Geras.
person.
Now, this process you propose, you are sure it will restore my power?
As sure as
Maybe
I
he was
can
a
be
Titan.
of one that has been neither tried nor tested.
Because they threw him in that
But
blood
even if
lake and he
successful,
was going to
it
drown
is not
forever.
guaranteed that you will find any other timelines or allies. They may not exist.
Spoiler
I pray
alert, they
this is
do.
not a fool's errand. I hate leaving the others behind.
Your champions will bolster their strength against the Dragon Army. It is sure to be the mother of all battles.
May the Elder Gods protect them.
Alright, this is where we last left. Chapter 13. Lucky 13. The evil. Shao Kahn. Oh, Shang Tsung. Not even Shao Kahn? I want to play as him too. The general. Whoa, look at those outfits. Evil's always cooler. They're making the Soul Stealer machine. Doing those brick bodies. What's that? A person skydiving? It's a drone. Stealth mode.
My ex was so wrong. The 30K I spent on this seems like a steal right now.
This magic is incredible.
I like that Johnny outfit. He's getting
Not
kind of
magic, Your
robotic
Holiness.
like an MK3.
Technology.
Either way, it's clear what must happen next. The gateways and the Dragon Army have to be destroyed. Scorpion, have you a plan?
We must divide our forces. You, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi will use your magic to attack the portals. As you do, Kenshi and Jared will grind down the Dragon Army. The rest of us will attack our Dark Doubles. If they're defeated, it will hopefully throw the Dragon Warriors into disarray.
I wonder if martial artists really just stand around and
Truly, I could
discuss
not have devised
strategy.
a better one.
Enough with the empty
Just
flattery.
stand in a
If
huddle
you
and
want our
talk.
trust, Give us action.
You will punch him, and then you will fight him. You will kick him. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go team.
It is time. A venom will spread. It will be the end of all.
What are they hammering?
Armageddon.
It's like, hammer this log. We just need you here. Oh yeah, Kitana. I haven't even played as her. I saw that Kung Lao doesn't have his spin or his teleport. He just has his dive kick. And like he dive kicks upward. Upward dive kick. It's like the start of Final Fantasy 16. Rock War. Oh, Scorpion's got fireballs. How come I can't do that in his mode? Pyromancer. Destroying the portals from Lifeless Moon. It's going back into shape. Oh, there are guys on the other side trying to hold it in. What does Kenshi look like in the other realm? Oh, he's got sunglasses instead of a bandana. He doesn't have eyes, he's still blind.
The battle continues, Shang.
Who stabbed him in the other universe?
I, for one, am not pleased.
Man, I think Quan Chi is going to be really cool when they add
It is an ire I
the DLC.
share.
May I suggest we harness our anger and use it to obliterate my doppelganger's
Obliterate. Use it to obliterate my doppelgangers. All right, let's see what his standing ones look like. Can't see this one coming. All right, he's got an overhead. What's this? How do I go old? All right, down back 3 is that's a nice down 3. Wow, down 3 into down back 3. Back 2-2? No. I need his fireball. I guess I could look it up, but where's the fun in that? It used to be back 2-2 is a nice string. It used to be back for his fireball. Let's I pressed the block instead of throw. He's still alive. Let's hit him with a nice down 4. Some of these single hits are pretty nice. What about his sweep? I don't like this standing sweep where they're still, they're still standing up and it's all short. I guess they just wanted you to use low pokes. Alright, standing 1-2. I don't have any specials. Back forward 1. There we go. Damn, he got me. Look, you stand still blocking, and then you're trying to get out of the fucking way. Let's do this overhead. Don't I have my... Yeah, there we go. It's like you're standing still blocking, trying to be like, oh, I better block in case he does some 10-frame punch. And then he doesn't do anything, so like, alright, better move out of the way. And they're like, oh no, you're like stuck in block just standing there. Like, how the fuck do I move again? It's a little bit strange. Maybe that's what's always makes it feel weird and stiff, the block button. To move around. I'm glad they made, they let you, like, cancel into stuff from dash. Makes you a little bit more limber. That smoke outfit looks cool. I think you can unlock that. He still has his rave gas mask on, though.
You're welcome, sorcerers.
Is it me, or is that Raiden becoming insufferable?
You are not wrong, but it is tomorrow's problem. Let us first solve today's.
Big ol' rain. That was an overhead. I'm bad. So do they get a bonus for first hit? Like, because I saw that first hit sign, and it's like, is that still in the game? Can't you do fucking back forward one? Dude, that seems like the toughest fireball to fucking do. Look. Back forward one. I mean, he's not even old or nothing. Dude, am I crazy? Maybe it's not back forward. Maybe it's half circle. Maybe it's down forward, and that's why. Fucking idiot. Damn it. Every time you put yourself in fucking range for just to do other fucking moves. That's not the triple? Just a tall enough hitbox to do the anti-air. It's falling that spike, damn it! So it's down forward one. How do I get old? It should just happen naturally over time. That'd be sweet. That'd be terrible. Damn, Rain's getting all kinds of moves on me. Every time you try and do like something fancy and vary it up, they just fuck you up. What are these pulls? You gonna make me just beat you like this, stupid Rain? Look at that sweep, it's terrible. Can I do down 4 into a... Oh, come on. Down 4 into fireball? Maybe I can. Let's see Quan Chi's fatal. Let's see Quan Chi's fatal. Oh, it whiffs. Nice. Give me a break. So he recovered from his water blast pretty fast.
It's progress. Now on to the next.
So they're destroying those soul gates. I want to play as General Shao. I guess he was always a bad guy. Shao Kahn apparently was the good guy. Liu Kang rewrote history and Shao Kahn was good. Gotta see it to believe it. Wow, they're really fucking him up. Gangbang.
His life force is feeding the portal's energy.
We kill him. We close them permanently.
So they decide to murder General Shao? Because Raiden's becoming evil? Who is it, Kenshi? Goody Two-Shoes Kenshi? No, let's keep General Shao alive.
Let us finish them.
Fight.
But is that General Shao from this timeline? You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody from the other timeline is apparently bad. Oh, got me. Even took my meter. Do you have any launchers? Like, come on. Hey, that was nice. I did back 2 and he tried to teleport me. He tried to teleport me, but it auto-corrected into stand 2 from back 2. Do I have any kicks? 3-3, 3-1. Oh, he still got me. See, I let off block, and there's not going to be any like auto guard. What does Quan Chi do? I forgot about whatever it's called. Cameos for a second. What about his other jump kick? Blasted. There I did down back 1. So maybe down back 1 is a triple fireball. He's got that big hammer. Can't you, like, roll out of the way? I'm getting tired of having to save you, kid.
Are you hurt?
I've never been better. Fools. Your spell worked before only because you surprised me. It won't happen again. Fight.
So just do the triple. I wonder if that does more. You can't even fall on that. I like at least that there's chip damage in this game and you can just like pressure and beat somebody up. I fucking hate that. The new trend in fighting games, no chip damage. Just deal with it. It makes it fun. Now he missed. I don't like that sweep. It's too short. That fireball work. Can't do this in Street Fighter 6. Damn, he's got it low on the ground. There it is. Simple as that. I wouldn't mind seeing that fatal blow with Quan Chi. I guess he'll be in the game eventually. He's the one I'm excited most about. Damn, ruined Raiko. Damn, he's soul stealing them. Is Quan Chi stealing it too? Taking power from the other realm. Why did Quan Chi decide to work with Shang Tsung in the first place? I guess because evil Shang Tsung.
Realms in this timeline are safe.
Never forget, Raiden, that we risked our lives to perform this service.
One that wouldn't have been needed if you hadn't conspired with the other Shang Tsung.
They will fight to the last man.
That's so interesting. Interestingly,
we must help the others.
The other Shang Tsung tricked them. But then again, thinking that it was Chronica, Quan Chi and Shang Tsung both worked with, Elder God Shang Tsung from the other realm, Aftermath Shang Tsung. Man, he looks like a dork. He's like a preacher. My limbs are on fire.
Are you ready to begin the search?
Ready enough. May there be other timelines and titans to find.
Who's that? Old Kitana.
Liu Kang?
Easy, Kitana. You are among friends.
Easy, whoa.
What's happened?
She's a horse face. Whoa.
In a different timeline, to be precise.
What? Are you also
a keeper of time? Yes.
both of us? How is that possible?
The battle for Chronica's Hourglass ripped apart time's fabric. Where there once was one timeline, there are now many. Each new timeline represents a different possible outcome of that battle. In mine, I became Time's Keeper. In yours, it was you. In others, it could be Jade, Sindel, even Kano.
Maybe when
possibilities are endless.
Shao Kahn broke this dude on a boat.
If many timelines sprung from one, and we were both part of it, then you are my Liu Kang.
The same one who battled you in Shang Tsung's courtyard. Who fought at your side at the Colosseum.
See, this idea of they're all the same thing.
Who beamed with pride when you became Outworld's Khan.
See, like, look at this. He's the god of all the realms. So, And she's willing to just throw herself at any person who says, "Yo, yeah, I'm the real Liu Kang."
Life's simple pleasures.
What
I
a
don't
hua.
know. Perhaps in one of the many timelines. They are ours.
I would like to think you brought me here for them.
So they're the characters from MK11.
I know you well enough to know better. What duty beckons us?
I will tell you.
See, it's like there's multiple timelines, but there's not multiple
We must
people.
gather more of our
There's not
old
multiple
friends.
versions of the same person. Because it's like he's saying,
Wielding the power of the hourglass?
Yes, Kung Lao. He is a threat to all timelines.
Old
He is
Raven.
not yet aware of any beyond his and Liu Kang's.
For now, it is only a matter of time.
I had hoped my victory over Kronika would end the endless cycle of combat. Sadly.
So
it
that's the
begins
old
anew.
timeline before it got
We
recreated.
have no choice. We must stop Shang Tsung.
The millions in my White Lotus Society will aid
But
us.
then why rewrite time if the old timeline continues to go on? And you don't change anything, you just make a new... So he was playing God, attempting to make a new reality, a new future, taking away people's free will, attempting to control them, and look at what happened. The worst possible outcome. You still try and push people towards good or evil and they make their own choice, because it's up to them. So see, this is an allegory for someone trying to play God.
Liu Kang.
Whoa, who's
You
on the
have
right?
found allies.
Maybe that-
Titan allies, in fact. How could I have been so blind? Of course our timelines aren't the only two.
Retreat to yours, Shang Tsung. Your attempt to merge timelines has failed.
Yes. Your comrades proved most resourceful.
Look on the right, who's that?
Thus, I have resigned myself to simply destroy
was that
your
reptile?
timeline. Knowing that others exist to conquer makes that choice much more palatable.
So there's literally just two timelines and then this new one that he made. The old one that he abandoned, the new one that he made, and then Shang Tsung was writing them at own.
In finishing you one last time.
What was Shang Tsung doing? Probably staying in the old timeline, just destroying everybody. So Liu Kang literally creates a new reality. But the old timeline keeps going. All the characters are the same. They're all one person. It's not multiple versions of the same person. How does that even happen? And then it gets invaded, of course, by the interloper. Shang Tsung invades.
I know what you'll do before you do it.
Likewise. Let's hope our advantage proves
Tries to coerce Shang Tsung and Quan Chi to destroy it in the first place. Alright, let's look at Liu Kang. What a goofball story. He moves well, and he jumps well. Alright, we got a 1-2. Who's that, Baraka? I gotta know who I'm fighting. Wow, Liu Kang moves extremely well. Holy shit. Liu Kang moves extremely well. What are his moves? Back 2. Back 2-3. A nice launcher. Is that just stand 4? No, forward 4 is a double kick. Alright. He moves extremely well. Get a fireball. Let's check out his kicks. 3-3. Wow, his sweep is really nice too. Look at that range and that speed. I'm safe. Watch, I'm safe. I tried to do fatal blow and it's like you don't have it yet because you're not dead. Wow, wow, wee wow, Fire God Liu Kang. Now I hope that's not just his story mode powers flexing. That stage had good music too. I think this cinematic is overall cooler than MK10. I think MK11 has a great story, but
Mine is no better.
You should be
it's this one's definitely exciting.
Improvement.
I'd like that. Should we survive this battle?
Fight.
Yeah, he moves really well. Wow, it's like you don't even need to cancel. Damn, you can just swing. You can just swing 2-2. That's Li Mei. I like her as well. She seems the most interesting to me so far. Whoa, going down. What other moves do I have? Don't I have my kicks? I have a low fireball. That's my bicycle kick. And then I have... Oh. So I have a low fireball and then I have that. Back forward 3 is that. And this flying kick if it hits. I tried uppercutting, but she got me. I like that jump kick too. What's my stand 1? And then what I say? 2-3? Forward 2-3? Back 2-3? It's got that launch. Can I do... Oh, I didn't try... Oh! 3-3-3, back forward 3. Full combo. No way. That'd be a nice ender.
Shang can do.
It has begun.
So now they're destroying his time crystal.
We must stop them. If the hourglass is emptied, this timeline will be destroyed.
And so it's pretty much just there's infinite timelines with infinite evil, and good always has to stand up to it, so peaceful, innocent people are not destroyed. I think we get the message. Nice sweep.
This battle ends with your time.
Liu Kang with the Bluetooth headset.
Moments will be torture and pain. I do not fear your bravado. I have bested twins far
So
more
maybe this is the ultimate allegory. It's like everyone has an evil side. That's why they all have to face themselves. Oh, Ed Boon. Damn, getting a little biblical, huh? What is it? Oh, back forward, not down forward. He moves really well. What are you breaking for? So all of his specials are on back forward. And then you could probably wake them up into stand 3-3-3. And force them to hold that. Oh, back. Why don't I... So back 2-3 is a launch. Why don't I do, what does Kitana do? Oh, she does something. Damn, got me. What did he say? Why do you not want more soup? Oh, you can't cancel the third hit. Gotcha. And then ship them out.
Go back to your timeline, brothers.
We have little time. The hourglass is failing.
Then let us end this now.
Be good girls and kill them, won't you?
As you command.
Damn, I want to do Liu Kang's combos now.
Kitana and I will fight them. You save the hourglass.
He seems real live. I like that. I think walk speed's the most important thing I'm looking for in a character.
Fool. You cannot save it.
He's gonna break
I
it.
don't know which of them is worse. Both are cracked reflections of me.
They are abominations. Neither will survive this fight.
Fight!
Double Kitana. Double Melina. Does he have any... 1-2. Does he have anything? Any string off that? Whoa, look at the background. The time's getting all fucked up. It's like the weather changes. She interrupted my down 4. I like that how you can kind of backdash into a back forward special move. Man, dash canceling is so critical. Damn it, you dumb bitch! Fell on me. That's pretty absurd. broken. And then you really have to play this projectile war with any opponent that's got a fireball. But yeah, look at the golden dragon statues in the back. Damn, she's just fucking man, magic computer, even on easy mode, just interrupting everything. See if I can get multiple. I think you can get that twice in the corner. Maybe 3 times.
Once Shang Tsung is finished, you will be too.
Oh, that's what I haven't found any I haven't heard anything about infinites. I did hear a little bit about player 2 disadvantage, but I think that's fake news. I think these people are just building shitty combos. But we'll see. No infinites yet that I've seen, but there's definitely a lot of crazy cameo setups. Like I thought. I think
This isn't over, Liu Kang.
Some like low overhead resets are definitely possible. I don't know about like command throw setups.
Thank you, everyone, for
You
your
need to
aid.
use like an ambush
This battle was won together.
Shang Tsung
cameo
is
into
gone,
it.
but he's not defeated. He will be back to renew his campaign.
Not only against this timeline, but against all timelines.
Our choice is clear. We must take the fight to him. Destroy any power he has to make war against us.
Agreed. Shang Tsung is likely already gathering allies as I gathered you. We must best his efforts. Assemble an overwhelming army from across all timelines.
So what are we doing? Going to another timeline? Just time portal hopping. That's been every game. It's zombies, it's clones, it's another timeline, the multiverse. At least it looks cool and sounds cool. This game's also impressing me with its music. So warriors from every single realm? Who's that? Select your final warrior? Oh my god. Who have I not played? Why don't I do Kitana? I haven't tried her yet. Wow, they know who I'm gonna pick? Somebody say something.
To run, Shang Tsung. Nowhere
Oh,
to
Nitara, I haven't tried her yet.
We have banded together to rid all timelines of your evil. The threat you pose to them ends today.
Such certainty, Liu Kang, that this battle will end in your favor.
It can end no other way. Because across all timelines, the arc of history bends toward justice.
Does it? In this timeline, it bends toward me. Behold, Liu Kang.
They're just standing around watching whatever he's doing. Yeah, show it to me first. Before, you know, why stop you before you unleash the hell? What is that, New Quan Chi? Why is he spreading his arms out? Damn, look at that Sonya. The black sports bra and the Kano's eye patch. Man, we have to fight an uphill battle, literally, up these steps. They're hopping like down the steps one at a time. You just have to kick them one time into that green electricity. Everybody from the original Earthrealm's got the most dull costume. Just wait for me to get up there. Yeah, I was thinking I should have picked Sub-Zero, but I already tried him in the story.
You're about to go down, you drunko.
Fight!
You drunko, Red Dragon. Oh no, Kano. Wait a minute, Kano? He's not in this game. Oh boy. Might have picked my final champion a little bit. Wow, he's fucking me up. Alright, so we got a 1-2. What was that jump in? She's real floaty. I like that down 3 though. It goes under projectiles. What is my stab? Wow, she's... I don't know about this. I don't know about this pick. What? With those opposed to him crushed under his heel, Shang Tsung expected his rule to all realms and all timelines. No one would ever dare challenge him again. Rematch?
I can't wait for you to rack off in dust.
Why would you give me that ending? I guess you could try again if you wanted to pick a different character. From behind? Do the 1-2, you stupid coos. Look at these fucking powers he's got. That eye laser's cheap. She doesn't fucking move. She stinks. She stinks. She can't fucking move around. All of her attacks are shitty. She just like stands in place. You need forward advancement.
You won't stand.
Oh, General Shao. I should have picked him. Look, he's big. They have double powers. And then look, it pushes them away. So what's my fan? It's not down forward 1. All right, we got a forward down 4-2 from the air. I don't like that. I don't like that back 4 where they just the sweep is a punch and they just stand still. I don't like that. Standing sweep. Short range punch, standing sweep. No thanks. Looks like Red Kaled.
I will make this quick.
Oh no. Illegal alien Ermac. What is my projectile? I need a fan toss. Alright, I have that. Okay, we got some coming up with a I think I got a 1-2. Wow, jump kick into stand 1 sometimes when you're close. Alright, Kitana. She's sharpening up those blades. Whoa. Through the basin. So you're fighting all the cameos, basically. She can't even see. Whoa. Careful where you point that thing.
How quickly flame out.
Fight.
Scorp Lao. Oh my god. This is the lamest thing. So what do I have? I have a 1-1-2. Oh, it's down back 1. Dude, throw this stupid piece of shit. Oh yeah, you can't break throws with the macro. That's so whack. Wow, punish me. I'm trying to fucking... What, dude? What is so hard about... It's a string. 1-1-2. It's like, oh, did you want 1-1-2? Because you pressed 1-1-2. Maybe you just wanted a standing one. Some of these string inputs, they're like... I've noticed that with Molina as well. Some of the guys that have these heavy punch strings, it's easy to dial them in. And then some of these girls that have the fast punch string, one input. And it's like, doesn't she have a string that's fucking 1-1? Well, you pressed 1-1. Yeah, because she's got a string that's 1-1. Well, we thought you just wanted a single one. Well, then why would I press it twice? Why would you make the input fucking for 2? Shock Priestess. You know how to do it there. I ran about this stupid string. What is my... What about my stand force? That's our stand for. She just runs. So they had to animate every character doing these fights? Cool.
Allow me.
Oh, Titan. I wonder if there's a Titan version of every other character. Oh no, that's Jackie from MK11. She's got a robot. Whoa, and Cassie? Dead Cassie?
Thank you, sister. You're welcome.
How do you know they're the bad guys?
There's no time to waste.
I mean, they're decapitating everybody.
This will be your final resting place.
Colocodile? What? Yeah, I don't like that sweep. Standing sweep. What are my specials? What happened to that wave? Oh, it's down back 3? Weird. Maybe that's not special cancelable. That seems to be what they're doing. Like if it's a 3-hit string, the last hit is not special cancelable, the second is. Raiden, is he in this game? Kung Lao, Raiden, Reptile, Chan, Lu Lang, Lao. Wow, that was a pretty good fight. Fucked him up.
My blades will finish you.
This is really fucking dumb. They really threw it away at the end, like... What else do you have? So you can do that. Wow, you don't want to do that accidentally. So she has multiple fans off like down back like 1, 2, and 3 it seems, and they kind of arc in different ways, beneath or above, but only down back 3 combos I think. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Oh no! I'm mashing, I'm mashing! Pull that shit out. Damn, her own eyes just like gave her the Kenshi treatment. Oh no, double enemies.
Hurry, Kitana. You are almost there.
Is that American Spirit's Shang Tsung? You seen the light?
Choosing combat.
Oh, smoke. Okay, whoa. Would you fucking hit him? Damn it, look at these combos. Damn, from the air. So that's smoke I can fight. Throw counter. What do you mean throw counter? Alright, got enough damage on him, hopefully. Who's this now? My own Kitana Khan, as opposed to Kitana Shao. Alright, I'm sticking to the 1-1-2 string. Just to get in. I like that back one as well. I'm not blocking. Jump, you stupid bitch! I'm holding fucking up too! God! What are you doing? Some of these fucking characters, they're so stiff coming out of their fucking animation recovery. Dude, go already!
It's only a little further, Kitana. Follow me.
It's only a little further. It's only a little further.
Your defenses have failed, Shang Tsung. This is over.
Look at the artifacts coming in the front of the screen.
So. Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. Avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
It is you who will be eradicated.
Turn it around on him.
Followers.
Whatever you think will happen to me takes two. You know, bounces off of me and sticks to you. All timelines will be mine. Who do you think really wins in the end? I don't know. I like this idea of Shang Tsung and Quan Chi coming together. And Shang made that happen as Veronica. And he had to align their own histories by going into Liu Kang's alternate timeline and basically spurring Shang and Quan Chi in Liu Kang's new timeline toward Shang Tsung's existing reality. So it's like trying to realign the past toward the present. That's kind of an interesting concept. We need to lead everyone to make the same decisions and tie everything together. But again, this concept of good people trying to control others to do good goes awry, and bad people pursuing their own free will for, selfish ends can cause harm. So again, it's like all you can control is yourself, and you got to protect yourself. You know, they can ruin themselves, but not you.
Your position is precarious. To survive, you must submit.
Yes. The question you must ask is, if Liu Kang couldn't finish us, how possibly could you?
Fight!
I'll tell you how I can finish it like this. 1-2. 1-2. Square wave. What about this though, huh? What about this one, huh? Damn it, that's sweet. No in the corner. What about this one, huh? What about this one? 1-1. Wake it up into the 1-1. Oh no. Throw punish. So back one is damn, it stopped right in front of him. It stopped right in front of him. The fan was like, oh, maybe not. It's like the shitty paper airplane that just, takes a nosedive.
Partners. Shall we conclude this?
You have done more than enough. Please permit me to end this.
This game is cool. I like all the characters. They feel very different. Walking around and swinging their attacks. Some have a light walk speed, some are a little bit heavier. Some have big, heavy punches, some have real light and lithe, swinging, stabbing moves. They have this unique feel to kind of launching and recovering from their attacks on hit and block.
Okay, what's happening?
Unique specials that control space. I think they did a really good job designing the characters.
You must return to your timeline before this one collapses.
And you can kind of dash in and out and move around. Cancel dashes into attacks to better combo horizontally. Cancel dash in a block to just like move around and get defensive positions. They really did a good job of this. Compared to MK10 and 11, this is such an improvement. It's really cool. You know, it's goofy and weird. It's like the bastard child MK4, but I think it's really good and it's really cool. It's weird in a good way.
The locations we found here are money.
And see, look, he just
look at
resets the
this.
timeline back
Don't
original.
the rainbow colors on these mountains
So what timeline's the
scream
truth?
Outworld?
What's the original
I
time?
cannot believe you'll be telling our story about how we defeated Shang Tsung.
Well, the studio thinks it's fiction, not fact. But I don't care, as long as it's covering the budget.
I assume you'll be the star.
Nope, I'm behind the camera, writing and directing. Time to let someone younger and prettier take the lead. You know, I've written in parts for all of you, if you want them.
Us? On screen?
I mean, they're cameos. But like they say, there are no small parts.
Thank you, Johnny. But we must decline.
But Raiden...
The new initiates arrive tomorrow. We must return to the Wuxi to begin their instruction.
Of course.
So he's already White Lotus and they're training people.
What about you, Takahashi? I need a blind swordsman. And no actor can do what you do.
I would love to. But my work to revive the Tyra is starting to pay off. I can't let up now.
Well, I know better than to ask you. Your plate is always full.
Indeed, Johnny Cage. Which is why I must now depart.
So he's the fire god because he's got the tattoos lit up on his arms? The LED lights?
Her father and her sister, Melina is receiving plenty of good advice. And with the sorcerers and the general imprisoned, there are few threats to her rule.
Is something wrong, then?
I am simply shoring up our defenses. As you know, Bi-Han and his Lin Kuei have abandoned their roles as Earthrealm's guardians. His brother, Kuai Liang, has agreed to build a new clan, the Shirai Ryu, to take its place. I must go aid his efforts.
Is there anything we can do?
Not yet, but I will call upon all of you when the time comes. Madame Bo, once again you have served an excellent meal.
That's kind of you to say.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you, all of you. You have served well as Earthrealm's champions.
No, Liu Kang. Thank you. Joining up with you really has changed the arcs of our lives.
I am glad.
Can never stop smiling. Goofball Liu
All
Kang.
right, gentlemen. If you're finished, there's only one thing left to do. Which one of you gets the bad news?
Not me. I'm still 3 mil in the hole on Sento. How, thick's your wallet, Takahashi?
Thick enough. But seems to me our hosts are on the hook. They did invite us.
You think we have money? The Shaolin live modestly.
It looks like Ghost of Tsushima.
I've got this covered. Besides, my business manager tells me I can write this whole thing off.
The realms are in safe hands.
So what happened? Kitana just went... Wait a minute, what happened? What about Shang Tsung and Quan Chi? What about Kitana? She like... Wait a minute, wait a minute. What the hell happened? Wasn't Kitana fighting Shang Tsung and Quan Chi? What is this, Red Rapper? So hang on. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung were fighting Liu Kang and Kitana on the top of the temple, and then Kitana falls, and then Liu Kang falls, and then Kitana gets up, and then Liu Kang gets up. And what did they do? I lapsed. My mind lapsed. It was one round against Shang with Kitana, and then Liu Kang's like, in order to blah blah blah, we have to go back in time, and then it just faded to white. They didn't even fight them. So did they leave them in their timeline and just go back to their own timeline to protect theirs? He was like, I'm gonna open a portal and pull you out. Because that was... What about Titan Kitana? Wow, it was so engaging, I fucking lapsed. Dude, I'm telling you. Kitana's running up She beats Smoke Robot and Ninja Mime, and then God Katana, Titan Katana's on the steps, and then I run to the top, and then it's Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, and I'm fighting them, but I get flattened, and then Liu Kang's fighting them, and then at some point I get up again, and he goes, "We need to just retreat back to our own realm because they're destroying theirs. That like their whole timeline's gonna get blown up. We're just gonna leave." And then they're just back at the beginning. He's like, "Hey, you know what? Let's abandon this whole quest because old Shang Tsung is no longer in our realm threatening us. He's in his own realm." So there's all these random champions with a mix of powers.
Look at him, clinging to life. Even now he struggles.
Everyone who fought today did so fiercely.
Had I not been here for it, I would have thought it impossible. Warriors from across timelines, clashing in combat. The blood, the death, the chaos.
Yes, Lord Havoc. It's unfortunate it all ended so fast.
The next time, it won't.
Won't what? So I think Liu Kang decided that because Liu Kang figured that because the original Shang Tsung, time capsule Shang Tsung, was trying to manipulate Liu Kang's new created world to lead it toward remember the MK11 Aftermath ending? Where it was like, Aftermath was basically Shang Tsung manipulating the story of MK11 anyhow. So then, what's MK1? It's still Shang Tsung with the hourglass trying to manipulate all parties to acting toward his own end anyway. So he comes in, plays Chronica, tries to influence himself and Quan Chi to corrupt Liu Kang's new universe toward Shang Tsung's Aftermath universe. And I think Liu Kang realized that and was like, you know what, we're going to pull back and just protect our own realm and try and preserve peace in this, you know, that's so funny. He tries to create a safe space in the multiverse. And the snake still gets in the garden. Anyway, I think there was, other than the plot, I think that it was a really cool story mode. It was fun and exciting. The graphics are very dark. The music's bright. The character designs are really interesting and cool. I'm liking it so far. I think what I'll do now is I'll try and beat that, the last tutorial section. I could do that. Let's see if there's anything to learn. You want to end this? Skip movie. What can I do here? I don't want to skip movie in case there's some other hidden end. Havoc. You know the meaning of drama, you never had it. So then that's the other top secret ending as well. That's the other top secret ending as well. The fact that technically Havoc is orchestrating chaos, but that's probably in Liu Kang's world, not but I don't know, was that like when they're fighting in that red temple, where is all that? Was that I don't even know if that was Aftermath Shang coming to invade Liu Kang's era of Peace Earth realm, because what about Outworld, and what about Netherrealm? We never even go to Netherrealm. And what about Liu Kang takes the hourglass and goes, I'll become a god and a keeper of time again. And he then steps into the realm with Kitana, like where Titan Kitana's from. And then Aftermath Shang Tsung walks in. So I'm chronologically confused about these timelines. I can't even follow Pulp Fiction, to be honest with you, to be completely honest with you. So every time they jump back and forth in their mix, this isn't even like going into the past. This is stepping into parallel universi. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it was overall a success. I had a fun time. I think story-wise MK11 is top. But in terms of cool factor, this was pretty good. I definitely like MK1 more than MKX, and I like MKX. I feel like I skipped MK11, and I really did because I didn't play MK11 at all in any tournament capacity. Definitely played 9 and definitely played 10, and I just skipped 11. So this is kind of like, for me, it feels like a sequel to 10. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I even think that the cameo system has been implemented very well. They balanced it and they coded it perfectly the way it needs to be implemented. I like 2 cameos, 3 super meters. 3 for breaker I think is important. You seem to get special fast, so it's just going to be characters like Burning, Super Meter. I think Ed Boon only wants 1 fatal blow and 1 breaker per player per fight. And so that's why like requiring this stuff to have more, to take more resources was that design balance choice. Man, can we skip to the end of these cutscenes, or am I gonna miss something here? Am I gonna miss something here? I'm looking at the paralegals and the business affairs. I mean, at this point, digital publishing, the community, with a K. How come everything's not written with a K? But yeah, I really zoned at the end there. So then, the original Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, even in Liu Kang's universe, they kind of just, I don't know, tolerated or accepted his bargain. Because originally, Quan Chi and Shang Tsung were pretty pissed at Aftermath Shang Tsung for misleading them. Don't you think? They seem pretty pissed off, but they don't really want to work with Liu Kang in the end of things. Data science and publishing insight? What are we looking at here? I can't scroll down or speed this up? Let me see if I can skip this movie. No more secret ending? Seasonal content? Close? You gonna tell me I got Havoc? Alright, that's it. Story mode down. It was a success. Let's continue with the final practice tutorial and learn positioning. That's practice mode. Let's see if he's unlocked. So I got the bonus scene. Havoc, there he is. Alright, pretty cool. What do you want to do? Tutorial. So let's bang out the final tutorial real quick. Let's learn positioning in Mortal Kombat 1. Intro to Neutral, tasks 1 of 12. Oh boy. Neutral describes scenarios where neither player has frame advantage. Both players are free to attack, block, or move. Your goal in Neutral are to land successful attacks, avoid your opponent's attacks, and create situations where you have a positional advantage or frame advantage. Knowing the range of your attacks is vital in Neutral. When the opponent is in a space that you can hit, it becomes more dangerous for them to take an action because you could interrupt them with an attack at any moment. So, interrupt the attack. Task complete. Punish. Hold to continue. It's important to learn maximum range of your far-reaching attacks. Use the threat of these attacks to limit your opponent's options. when they're just within range. I like Tanya walking in and out of the background where she's like, what are you guys doing? Oh, they're fighting! Alright, let me run away. Kind of got a down. So he extends his hitbox with his down 3, and then I whiff punish him with my down 4. Nice, whiff punishing. Interrupt at max range. So, swing and attack extends your hitbox range, and if you whiff, you're in danger. Task complete. Forward 4. I like Li Mei. She seems fast. Wow, what? I can't even block. Oh, wow, it goes over, like... I wonder if that counts as a low projectile, and she's going over it. Interesting. Fast advancing special moves like Li Mei's chain reaction are a serious threat at long range, forcing your opponent to play more cautiously. This type of attack is great for controlling space and neutral, but they can usually be punished on block or miss. And that's her armor move. Your opponent will attempt to control space with the threat of their own attacks. You'll be more successful in neutral if you learn the maximum range of the opponent's best mid and long range attacks. So you can just block them at full range. Alright, I'm learning how to block. That was interesting that her forward... What was that, forward 4? Scorpion's got this long range low, almost like a projectile, and she's going over it. Maybe she can use that to go over low projectiles like Sindel's or Liu Kang's. Some characters can use weapons to extend the range of their attacks beyond their vulnerable body. This kind of attack is effective at controlling space because there's less risk of getting hit by the other character's attacks. Yeah, like he's doing there. I like those types of moves. Scorpion's Flame Port is a teleport attack that's a threat in neutral at any range, but can easily be punished if you block or duck. But I didn't punish it in time. Hold down or duck. 2 and 4. Watch for jumping attacks from the opponent in neutral. They're an effective way for them to avoid most of your moves while advancing and attacking. A jump-in can be used to start an offensive combo on hit or on block. And then don't forget about up block. Oh, he's got that 4-hit string. Johnny. Though effective, jump-ins are vulnerable to attack since the character cannot block while jumping. Several of your moves are effective anti-air attacks that can reliably hit the opponent during their jump attack if timed correctly. Most characters can use down 2 as an effective anti-air attack because it hits an area above and in front of the character. Its fast startup gives you enough time to react and attack after you see the opponent jump. So rather than trying to juggle them with like a forward 4 kick or like a projectile or something or a juggle string, you can just down 2. Kind of like in Street Fighter 6, down fierce is a good option to just at least start trying to anti-air. Jump kicks usually have more range than jump punches, making them a little bit more difficult to interrupt with a grounded attack. See, look, he beat me. Man, he's beating me. Very difficult. And he's spaced it at a very far range too. Experiment with other attacks that can act as effective anti-airs. Look for attacks that can hit above your character, have short startup frames, or long active frames. Oh, stand 3. Damn, that does. So those kind of like weird upward kicks. I work as an anti-air. They might also be a little bit plus. To act as like meaties or something. Waking up the opponent into your neutral, over your normal attack over top of them as they get up. Different attacks may be more or less effective as an anti-air depending on the timing, distance, and which attack the opponent chooses for their jump in, a punch or a kick. I like this stage music too. It's like, you kind of see like, they get the electric guitar, they get the drums, they get the horns and the flutes, and then they get these little like chimes and synths included in there too. I think this game, they were like, you know what, let's just go weird and get creative. I think this game's one of the most creative that they've made, with a K. Many characters have special moves that function as anti-air attacks with large vertical hit areas and long active frames. What does he have? Down back 4. Weird. Anti-air specials tend to have slower startup frames compared to basic attacks. You'll need to react quickly when the opponent jumps or attack preemptively. Some characters have airborne special moves that can cover a wide horizontal area above the arena to hit jumping characters from a distance while airborne. Oh, I have to do it? Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't know he had an air fireball too. Use anti-air special moves. Most anti-air special moves will leave you open to attacks from the ground if you use them while the opponent chooses not to jump. You've done that. One of the best ways to counter a jump in is with your own jumping attack. Most characters have an airborne attack with fast startup or longer active frames, making them good for catching opponents that are jumping forward. I guess I didn't do it. I gotta do it neutral. Weird. A jumping attack from forward jump can cover a wider area than an attack from an upward jump, but you'll be easier to hit if your opponent anticipates your jump and uses their own anti-air attack. So depending on what, and usually like a jump kick beats a jump punch. Like usually it's like jump and punch is what you're going to come down on them with if they're just going to stand and block, and then they'll start trying to anti-air you, and then you can use a jump kick to beat their anti-air, but they could still then just block the jump kick, and you usually lose your advantage. I don't know how much block stun a jump kick does. A jump punch obviously should do quite a bit, but then with up block, I have to test a number of things like regarding up block and frame data. If a character performs a jumping attack and misses, they will have a longer recovery period after they land, preventing them from moving, blocking, or attacking for a brief moment. No kidding. So there's landing recovery on whiffed air moves. I didn't know that. If your opponent performs a jumping attack from their maximum range, you can walk backward to make them miss, then punch them as they recover after landing. Look, I think he was just recovering from the jump, landing from a jump kick, though. And then sometimes, but then it's like, what if you neutral jump? I think if you neutral jump, you should be able to move just as... I don't think there's landing recovery on that. But it makes sense that there's landing recovery on a whiffed air attack. Some anti-air attacks can lead to a combo after a successful hit. Consistently punish your opponent's jumpers with combos to scare them into using this powerful option less frequently. So you're going to punish them with an airstrike. And then I have what? Huh. Got hit with both. Nice training mode combo. God. Nice training mode combo, dude. Follow them up with the training mode. Jeez, dude. Catch them in some time-sensitive juggle. And do up to while airborne. Yeah, how about just do that? Up block is a very reliable tool for countering jumping attacks. You'll take some block damage, but you can immediately recover and punish as they land. The opponent will not be able to continue their jumping attack into a combo or special move. Can you do a flawless up block? I imagine. Not be able to continue their combo. And then you get a punish. Boy, punishing out of up block is so tough. You really have to press that 2 button so early. Like before you've even confirmed that it's successfully been blocked. Once you start an up block, I don't know if I've even seen a single person do it in tournament either. Once you start an up block, you'll be committed for a short time, leaving you vulnerable to low attacks as well as throws that deal extra damage. Up block will be ineffective if the opponent jumps forward without a jump attack. Yeah, so it takes a while to recover, and then you can't throw break either. You could do that though. Some cameo characters have dedicated anti-air attacks that you can use to support your lead character. Scorpion's Flame Breath is a cameo ambush with long active frames that can only hit airborne opponents. It has longer startup, but your lead character is free to attack, defend, or follow up with a successful hit in a juggle combo. Nice! Yeah, nice fucking anti-air. basically just have to mash it as soon as that tutorial starts. I don't know that you should be using Scorpion cameo as an anti-air. You can use jump cancel to continue an anti-air down 2 into an aerial combo if you interrupt the opponent during a jump and attack. And then you have to hold up and block. It's so weird. I don't know about that. I think they just want to give you options. It seems like, why not just allow me to... That's just so... So then can you do that on the ground too? Like, let's say he's on the ground and I just do it down 2. Can I cancel any down 2 with up forward block and spend a bar? Like, if they were like, hey, we want you to be able to combo off down 2s. Like, that idea of being able to combo off a down 2 is interesting. But it costs a bar. And it's like, we don't want you to jump accidentally, so... Okay, up plus block. I get that. I don't know. Only against airborne opponents that use an air attack and you hit them with a down 2 as a punish. Bizarre. If you're low on health, you can use a well-timed fatal blow to punish a jump in. Pay attention to how much health you have remaining, since you'll still take damage if you are hit during this air attack. And what did they say? They also said that if you're going to take damage that would kill you and end a round, the game will automatically take a super meter and add health to your life bar. Did I hear that correctly? They said something like that in the tutorial. It seemed bizarre. Let's see what else they got. Coins and currency. Miss punishing. A character is vulnerable when they miss an attack in neutral, especially if the attack moves forward or has long recovery. Stay just outside the opponent's range and punish when the attacks fail to connect. We kind of already did this. A character's farthest reaching attacks will often move them forward to cover more space. Advancing attacks are effective at closing the gap in neutral, but they can leave a character vulnerable if the attack misses entirely. It's very true. We'll see if I like Li Mei. I like Liu Kang too. When the opponent uses a stationary attack in neutral, they reduce the risk of moving forward into a space where you can hit them. When they use a stationary attack, they reduce the risk, of moving into your space. Use your advancing attacks to punish the opponent from just outside the range of their attack when they miss. What do we have? Back to, Damn. Alright, blasted him. You can threaten your opponent for a surprisingly long range when you punish their advancing attack with one of your own far-reaching attacks. Nice punish. Man, it just barely clipped him. Dash canceling is an effective way to extend the range of your attacks in neutral, because you can move forward and cancel them. It doesn't necessarily extend your range, but do that again. Some of these, it's almost like you can't do it on reaction. You have to just, you can't really do it on reaction. You have to just, like, preempt and buffer it. Whatever. It's just an example to give you the idea. It's possible to hit the extended limb of the opponent. Here's the thing. With fighting games, you really should not be memorizing specific things. You should be learning from the example to understand the concept and the broader idea, and then be able to think within this scenario and use your character's tools and your desire to apply your own strategy and kind of find answers and solutions to problems. It's possible to hit the extended range. It's possible to hit the extended limbs of opponents. When timed correctly, this allows you to hit an opponent that misses with a stationary attack when they're standing outside your normal range. Nice. Basically timing and guessing. So basically just swinging and hoping, using a good normal and hoping that you win the trade. In neutral, you'll want to stay outside the range of the opponent's best attacks while keeping the them. In neutral, you'll want to stay outside the range of the opponent's best attacks while keeping the them within the range of your best attacks. You'll need to stay mobile to maintain your ideal spacing. What did they fucking really want to say? Stay outside the range of your opponent's best attacks while keeping them within range of your best attacks. You'll need to stay mobile to find ideal spacing. When you're just within the range of the opponent's attacks, walk backward just as they strike to make them miss, giving you the opportunity to punish their mistakes. Gotta hold back too. What do you mean? I did hold back. Fucking asshole. You have an opportunity to perform a damaging punish combo when you evade an attack with longer recovery. Li Mei's forward 4-3 is unsafe on block, but its range and speed make it great for punishing attacks with the choke combo. I fucking am back. Tap back. Get out of there. I fucking am. I fucking am walking backward. And what? It's 2-1 down back 3. You like can't do it until he moves forward. And then you gotta fucking dash forward? Come on! Nice fucking tutorial. Just tell me to backdash. You can't move and block at the same time. Evading an attack instead of blocking can create opportunities to punish a miss, but this comes with increased risk of taking a hit if you misjudge your distance timing of what the opponent will do next. If you're confident that a nearby opponent will use a high attack in neutral, you can evade by ducking without blocking, then hit with a duck attack. You're still vulnerable to other types of attacks while ducking. What do I want to do? Down 3. Some of the attacks will briefly move your character off the ground, giving you a way to evade low attacks. Oh really? Li Mei's 4-3 has slow startup, but it's great for interrupting an opponent that using low attacks, predictably in neutral. So that's her big, wow, that's interesting. So that goes over lows. That's really cool. If an opponent misses an attack, take the opportunity to perform a punish combo that punishes them in the corner. This will limit their ability to retreat and evade attacks. Why would I want to do the isn't forward 1 that? Yeah, her projectile. Tap backward. You're a dumbass. I can't believe. And then yeah, good luck getting a fucking EX move to come out. That's the next fucking. That's the next fucking barrier. How to get a fucking EX move to come out consistently. God, because block eats all your inputs. Oh, that pops them backward. I didn't know that. Nice. Like, look at this special. But if I want to do regular projectile, I'll get it every fucking time if I want to just buff a regular projectile. But if you want to do an EX, good luck. I think what you got to do is really press them at the same time. And like they show, you press the normal plus the block. I think that's the way you have to do it. You're going to have to do like back forward, 1 plus block, and press and hold block. You can't like tap block. You can't roll block in the button. You got to like press both. Start by pressing the attack first and then block, not block first then the attack. Press them both at the same time and press and hold block and keep block held. That seems to be the only way. We gotta squeeze this fucking bullshit. Holding your ground or retreating is usually safer than approaching the opponent when you're at mid to long range. What do you say? Character choice and range can influence who's more likely to take the risk of pushing forward on offense, but usually the player with the least health will need to play more aggressively because they will lose the round if the time runs out. The opponent cannot block or move forward at the same time. When playing defensively and neutral, use attacks with quick startup or good range to interrupt an opponent's advance and control the space in front of you. A poke describes an attack that's used to interrupt an opponent in neutral. An effective poke usually has good range, quick startup, is safe on block, and recovers quickly if it misses. Use poke attacks to make it difficult for your opponent to move forward. Like back two. I wonder how safe that is. A skilled opponent will attempt to block or avoid your attacks as they approach, so it's wise to use safer attacks in neutral. It's great when you land a clean hit, but pokes can still be effective at controlling space when they're blocked, so you don't have to worry about only swinging with combo starting moves that might be unsafe. A blocked poke can limit your opponent's movement, push them back, deal block damage, build your super meter. You can reposition or apply pressure after a blocked poke that has frame advantage. So what am I trying to do? Whoa, what the hell was that? What the hell? Weird. What was that sound cue? Most characters can use down 3 or down 4 as pokes. These low attacks usually have good range and quick recovery. Leaving ace down 3 has fast startup, while down 4 has better range and pushes the opponent back more on hit or block. Both are safe on block if they connect at their max range, but have block disadvantage. I missed. Look at that missing down 3. He's just staring at it. Ducking pokes like down 3 or 4 are effective at interrupting an advancing opponent when they use high attacks. Ducking pokes can be special canceled, but they will only combo a juggled opponent. Look at this shit. Even that wasn't a punish, even though it's down 3. What the fuck? Wow, weird. So it's got a decent vertical hitbox because she sticks that high heel straight up as a caboose. You can retreat to keep your opponent at a distance, buying you more time to play with a defensive advantage. Force the opponent to take risks to approach for as long as possible. I am holding back. Task complete. Watch out for attacks that cannot be ducked under, like mids, lows, or overheads. Maintain your distance and use pokes to interrupt the opponent's approach. When the opponent attacks. Weird. The space behind your character is a limited resource. Retreating too frequently will back you into a corner where the opponent has positional advantage. Punish the opponent with attacks that knock them back to regain ground whenever possible. Regain ground. What is that? The sequel to gain ground? Giving you more room to play defensively, a long knockdown is a great opportunity to regain some ground or return to your ideal spacing. What do you want to do? And then I gotta do forward. So he just whiffs right in front of me. Get out of the demo! Fucking bitch. So you want me to interrupt? I like how it doesn't count. Oh, then I have to special cancel. So I have to wait for him to whiff. It still doesn't count! Weird. It's fucking, sometimes it just doesn't, process it. Offense neutral. In neutral, a more defensive playstyle can give a player the upper hand at longer ranges, but the advantage will quickly shift to favor the offensive player if they can get close and start applying pressure. A dash cancel can significantly extend the range of your advancing attacks. Use a dash cancel to quickly close in on the opponent after they perform a long-range attack that has high block disadvantage. 2 hits twice. Now what do you want me to do? Back 3. Alright, task complete. Advancing attacks can help you close a distance while threatening the space in front of you. Don't use these attacks carelessly. They can move you into a range where it's easier for the opponent to punish as you miss recovery. When advancing, it's important to behave unpredictably, so it's more difficult for the opponent to interrupt your actions. Move in short bursts and be ready to block their long-range attacks on reaction. As you get closer, you may want to preemptively block for a brief moment to catch your opponent trying to poke with fast attacks that are difficult to react to. This will be easier if they attack in predictable patterns with the same moves. So walk back and forth, make them whiff, don't swing randomly. Remember to block when you feel that you're in range for their attacks, rather than just holding forward and trying to swing a move and like clashing constantly. Walk them down to the corner. You recover before the opponent if you block an attack that has block disadvantage. Use this opportunity to move in and start applying pressure. What, it's gonna fucking reset me? Fucking stupid bitch, do what I say. What did I want to say about that? Usually if they're going to swing some move that has block advantage, it's probably got slow startup, so you might want to have a fast move ready to interrupt it. Like if you're in range for a fast attack, just swing it out there. And don't swing these big heavy attacks with long startup from close up, because they'll get interrupted. Advance cautiously when you're near the maximum range of your opponent's attacks. You can try to preemptively move in and out of the range to bait them into attacking at the wrong time, then punish their mistake. So trying to walk toward them and whiff them. Like that. Landing hit is the best way to transition from neutral to offensive pressure. Attacks that knock down will usually give the highest frame advantage. Use this to close in and apply pressure as the opponent gets up. Every character can use back 4 to perform a sweep that will knock down the opponent. Hitting with this low attack will give you the chance to apply pressure as the opponent gets up. What am I trying to do? Let's start again. Fuck. Damn it, motherfucker! What is it back to? And then it doesn't count it. Stupid cunt. Unbelievable. Combo on block. Unbelievable. I wonder if, I think this is a very good tutorial, but do I just enjoy it because I already know all this stuff? Like, how would a player new to fighting games understand? I think they understand intrinsically moving and spacing. They just don't understand the rules to their attacks. Well, startup frames and recovery frames explains that. Well, how come this is getting interrupted? Well, it's too long to start. How come I can't do anything after that? Well, it's plus on block. Like, really, the frame data is the only thing you need to understand. And then figuring out combo timing, whether it's like, I understand the inputs, can I just dial it in? When am I allowed to input the cancel for this special from a string? And then, why is it not connecting? Are they too far away? Are they too high? Learning how to juggle. I think that's basically it. I think the fundamentals of fighting, people really get like, oh, I was swinging and he jump kicked me. Oh, I didn't block that, or whatever. Or he's really pressuring me. What can I do? Oh, I can use an arm move in between here. Like, learning the idea comes first and the execution comes second. But I don't think people have a problem with execution. I think it's more like, what are the rules? And really, it's just the frame data that explains everything. Hitting with an attack that leaves the opponent standing usually doesn't award you with much frame advantage as a knockdown. But your opponent can't use their defensive tools like reversals and get-ups to resist your pressure. What am I doing? Oh, God almighty. I even whiffed on that. So she has... What the fuck? I did it! fucking 1-2, dude! You fucking bitch. It's oh, you fucking cunt. It's still the same thing. Do it. It didn't even do the fucking down 3. So frame perfect. Come on. I fucking did it! God, pissing me off, you shit tutorial. It's screaming alarm bells in my ears. It still doesn't log the down 3. You get the stand. You fucking register to stand 1, but not the fucking stand 2? Oh, you fucking cunt. Fucking unbelievable. Frame perfect block trap. Eat shit. You'll have to land a clean hit to gain control in neutral. A blocked attack with frame advantage can lead to offensive pressure. Each blocked attack will deal a bit of damage, build super meter, and push the opponent a little closer to the corner with a K. What I might want to do? I don't know about any of those strings. I need the data on those. A jump-in is risky but effective way to advance while the opponent is in neutral. Jump-ins can be a reliable way to punish the opponent for committing a slow, long-range attack. Oh, and then you have to do this. Land with that special. Yeah, I like Li Mei, but I don't know better. I like Liu Kang too. It may be worth the attempt. It may be worth the risk to attempt a jump-in attack to land a damaging combo if the opponent is poking carelessly and predictably. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's really only, like, if you can set something off a knockdown or if you think you're going to jump over their swung attack. You shouldn't really just jump when you have a better option. Just walk forward and move. So, nice. What do I want to do? What's the combo, though? Oh. It's a 4-4 through. She doesn't do it. Alright. Jumping is risky and neutral because it reduces your attack options, prevents blocking, and commits you to a predictable arc of movement. Well, it sounds like it's not a good option then. An experienced opponent will be able to counter with the jump-in when used correctly. A skilled opponent can counter a jump-in when used carelessly. You can continue a block, jump, and punch into a combo attack to create block pressure. Jump carefully. You won't be able to continue a combo attack if the opponent stops your jump-in with an up block. So they're comboing like strings into a low. I wonder if these strings, I wonder if that's an idea, like this string is at -2 and then I have a 7 frame low poke. Maybe I'll continue if the low poke is like neutral or something. Because then it's like if they try and use the little bit of advantage they have having blocked your move to start a bigger pressure string of their own, maybe you know, the math adds up where even following up a disadvantaged string with a low poke, like a crouch 3 or 4, might like trade favorably or interrupt any type of like high pressure string they have, or even a mid pressure string. If the startup frames collide, I don't know. A defensive opponent may give up some ground, but why would you want to? I mean, if you want to interrupt them, but like if you're at -2 and you yield the advantage to them, I mean, because if you're going to yield the advantage to them, they could do something that's really advantage for them, a pressure string that's super advantage for them, or like a slow overhead or something. Because why would they be like, okay, he's at -2, I'll do my high string that might whiff, and then also, that's the thing, they might be doing a high punch or throw, and you could just low hit them. Then they're like, yeah, I'll do my string that ends in -7, and then you're like, and just give all the advantage back to them. So, Yeah, maybe continuing to attack even though you're slightly disadvantaged but not punishable with like a crouching move. Yeah, that's an interesting strategy. When they try and pressure you back but they can't really punish you, that's interesting. A defensive opponent may give up some ground to maintain their ideal spacing in neutral. This can be an effective strategy, but retreating too frequently will back them into a corner where you have the potential to perform a damaging corner combo. Slowly advance the retreating opponent while evading their pokes until their back is in the corner. Maintain your distance to avoid taking block damage. Ow, fuck. Damn it, you fucking cocksucker! He's walking forward. I think giving you these hands-on examples is a smart idea. So you can kind of get the idea by doing it. So then again, it shows learning by experiencing rather than by sitting and being told what to memorize and repeat. Fucking academic cons. Some Cambio ambush attacks can provide cover as you close in on the opponent in neutral. Use Kano's knife toss to force the opponent to take an action like block or duck as you approach. Oh yeah, and then it doesn't fucking do it. What are you fucking talking about? Cameo ambushes can be powerful tools in neutral, but their frequency is limited to your cameo meter. Avoid using your cameo recklessly. They won't be able to return in the fight for a short time if they take a hit. So Kano's got multiple ambush attacks. Kano might be good. Combo Breaker can act as a safety net if you have full super meter, allowing you to play more aggressively and take more hits. I don't know if I would agree with that. It's kind of pissing away the meter that you need for damage. Usually Maze forward 4-3 can launch for a juggle combo, but it's unsafe on block. It's less dangerous to use this attack in neutral if you could break the opponent's punish combo. So if you want to take a risk on a big mix-up that could lead to a full combo and maybe close a round, and you have Breaker, then it kind of allows you to throw away the mix-up in the event that they block it correctly. Lesson complete. Combo Breaker can save you from damaging combos, but you'll be pushed to long range and have fewer resources to spend on armored reversals or combos. I think there's maybe like one or two more sections. Intro to zoning. Zoning is the strategy of keeping the opponent at a specific range where you have an advantage. This limits the opponent's options and helps you control the pace of the match. Zoning typically involves keeping the opponent at long range with a projectile. Foundation in zoning game is your projectile special moves. Liu Kang's fireballs is a good attack. Liu Kang's fireballs is a good attacks. For zoning, since it travels at high speed and is safe on block at most ranges. Yeah, Liu Kang seems really good. Probably the best I've played so far. The opponent usually has to duck, block, or jump to deal with projectiles, preventing them from acting freely. This will help you control the pace of the match. Learn to time the projectile attacks to fire as quickly as possible, creating a dangerous obstacle course for your opponent to navigate. So you can figure out the quickest time to input them. So it's almost like, what do you mean? That is quickly. That is quickly. After the projectile hits him and he's pulling his hands back to his chest. Several block projectiles can be just as dangerous as a successful hit. Each blocked special move deals a meaningful amount of block damage, builds your super meter, and pushes the opponent slightly back. That is very fast to recover. Most projectiles are high attacks, so your opponent can duck to avoid them without taking damage. If you throw your projectiles too predictably, the opponent can easily duck and walk forward to evade your attacks and safely close distance. What does that say? If they want to duck and then walk underneath them, yeah. Neutral duck with no block. Adjust the timing and frequency of projectiles as the opponent advances to make it more difficult to predict. Oh, he's walking forward. Gotta hit him while he's walking. So you can time the input and then the release so the projectile lands on the opponent. An opponent that's focused on advancing and ducking on projectiles may be less prepared to defend against your other attacks. Surprise your opponent at mid-range by dashing forward and attacking after throwing a projectile. I think you have to hit with it. Oh, there's no projectile needed. It's just dash forward, back 4. Now that's what I call a sweep. The opponent can also evade projectiles by jumping over them. This can be effective. It's also risky because it can't block until they land if they've committed to the jump. Adjust the timing of the fireball to hit the opponent out of the air before they land and block. There you go. Trying to make them land on it's kind of tough. That's more so if you vary your timing, they'll have to guess your timing in order to evade it, and they'll probably screw up the evasion. Really, you should just be thinking about controlling space, keep them locked down, and making contact even on block. Don't really worry about anti-airing them. Don't worry about like baiting their jump and anti-airing with a projectile, because you could dash forward and anti-air with a real string. Just zone them to kind of like a lot of neutral offense is about keeping them from starting their offense and remaining on the defensive. Trying to evade and block and avoid getting hit by what you do. Ducking, walking backward, jumping and maneuvering and trying to get in before they can think about starting their own offense. If you anticipate that the opponent will commit to a jump, you can use an anti-air attack to stop them. This is riskier if you attack preemptively, since the opponent will be able to advance easily if you guess wrong. Task complete. You'll need to maintain distance to keep the zoning game going, throwing projectiles, walking, jumping, and dashing. Backward are good ways to create space if you have plenty of room behind you. So he gets full screen just off 2 dashes and a projectile. The space behind you is valuable and a limited resource when zoning. Retreat too frequently and you'll back yourself in the corner. You have limited movement options and the opponent can easily close in. And there's no trampolines in the corner of this game, so you can't just interact and jump out. Before you get too close to the corner, look for the opponent to switch sides with the... Look for opportunities to switch sides with the opponent to give yourself room to retreat again. Land a combo can give you a safe opportunity to perform a side-switching attack. What is... Oh! And then I'll have to do what? Back to 3. Yeah, I like that Sonya capture super. Pretty cool. Corner combo. I think I like Sonya as a cameo. Many characters have attacks that are particularly effective at countering zoning, like Scorpion's Helport. Be careful with these types of attacks when throwing a projectile. Alright, task complete. Though effective against projectiles, Scorpion's Helport is unsafe on block or miss. Consistently punish attacks that are good at countering projectiles to scare opponents into using them less frequently. Lesson complete. Is that it, or is there more? There's more? Oh my lord. How much more zoning attacks? When zoning, make use of each of the long-range tools available to your team. Use a variety of attacks to make it more difficult for the opponent to react to them as quickly. Liu Kang can knock down and push back the opponent with his Dragon's Tail attack. Knockdown is effective when zoning, since it prevents your opponent from moving for a short time, giving you a chance to create more space. I like that it's a projectile and then it turns into that kick. Dragon Tail can retain a lot of ground if it hits from long range, but it's unsafe on block. Attacks like this are best used to punish the opponent for missing an attack. Enhanced Fireball for a mid-attack that can't be ducked by the opponent. Oh, they have to block. That's interesting. Enhanced Fireball will destroy an opponent's projectile and keep going if they collide mid-air. Really? This is a good way to punish your opponent if they attempt to counter your zoning with their own projectiles. Wow, that's... It'll... Are you sure that really beat Scorpion's Spear, or was I just out of range? The threat of a projectile destroying an attack like Enhanced Fireball can scare your opponent into using their projectiles less frequently, but you can quickly burn through Super Meter if you use this tool too often. Liu Kang's Low Dragon is a low projectile that can only be evaded by jumping, but it's slower than his Fireball and Dragon Tail. Oh, that's how you do it. Down back 1. That's pretty interesting. And it hits low. Firestorm is an airborne projectile attack with quick startup and long active frames. This type of attack is great for controlling the air when the opponent attempts to jump over your projectiles, but it leaves you vulnerable if you stay on the ground. How is that, I guess instead of his disc, they just gave him an air projectile. Use your cameo partner to increase the number of attacks that your opponent has to react to as they try and close in. Sonya's energy rings projectile can be delayed by holding L2. Make it more difficult for the opponent to react and evade. This attack has slow startup than Liu Kang's fireball, but has frame advantage on hit or on block. Really? Oh, I kind of don't like that though, because charge cameos, like projectile cameos, and some of these cameos that are specials and not ambush, they make your point character locked in place. So it's hard to set stuff up, even when they make contact. Sonya's Square Wave is a cameo ambush that allows her to act independently of her partner. This attack is only a threat to airborne opponents, but it can be used at the same time as Liu Kang's other projectiles to cover different areas at the same time. Pretty cool. Cameo attacks can be very powerful when used at the right time, but their frequency is limited to your cameo gauge. Save them for key moments when they best complement your lead character's ability. All long-range attacks have weaknesses that can be exploited when used at the wrong time. Effective zoning requires a wide range of attacks, as well as well-timed and used in unpredictable patterns, making it more difficult for the opponent to react optimally. I've even seen some people use those capture cameos to end combos and keep people standing. Countering zoning. 1 of 20, holy shit. Certain characters excel at long-range combat and zoning. These kinds of opponents will attempt to keep you at distance to maintain an advantage, but you'll have several options to close the gap and gain the upper hand. Though necessary at times, you'll want to minimize the number of projectiles that you block. Each block projectile deals a meaningful amount of block damage and pushes you slightly back to keep your distance. What? Several block projectiles can be just as damaging as a successful hit. Oh, they push you back and deal chip damage. You could have just fucking said that. Instead of blocking, do your best to evade the opponent's attacks at range. Most projectile attacks are high attacks, which means you can safely duck without blocking and take damage. Typically, the most reliable way to approach a zoning opponent is to duck on the projectiles, then patiently walk forward. You must also jump over projectiles, giving you an option to approach while avoiding attacks at the same time. You can't block while jumping. The opponent can adjust their timing of projectiles or hit you with an anti-air jump predictably. Watch for projectiles that are mid or low that can't be ducked. These must be jumped or blocked. Be aware of the weaknesses of your opponent's mid and low projectiles. Most cost resources have startup and recovery, making them risky. Liu Kang's low dragon has slow startup and long recovery than his fireball, giving you more time to jump over low projectiles and duck high projectiles. Some attacks can threaten a zoning opponent from mid-range. Sub-Zero's Ice Clone Charge can attack the opponent through projectiles when they're in range. But that doesn't seem to go through projectiles. It's just traded with his projectile. I don't know. Some attacks, such as Sub-Zero's Ice Slide, lets you advance while ducking under high projectiles. While this attack is vulnerable if blocked, it can be effective if your opponent uses high projectiles. You can slide under high projectiles? That's crazy. Really? I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. Once you've closed in on a zoning opponent, watch for opportunities to duck punish their projectiles with far-reaching attacks. What? It's a tougher back three. A jump and attack can also be a good option if the opponent commits a projectile when they're too close. What else do you want me to do? And then jump with the string. Oh, jump 1 and then 2 on 2. String. Most zoners will try to retreat to maintain their ideal combat distance. You can use this to your advantage by slowly backing them into a corner. A cornered opponent can no longer retreat to keep away from you. And you can cancel a forward dash into a duck. That's so smart. You'll inevitably take some hits from zoning opponent. Do your best not to get frustrated when this happens. Play patiently, focus on avoiding additional damage, and wait for opportunities to move in a range where you can fight back. If a zoning opponent knocks you down, do your best to minimize block damage by evading their follow-up as you get up. Hold down. Weird. Well, he bounced is like immediately upward. That's so weird. That's so weird. Jump over it. Oh. That's such a strange... I've never seen that type of... I've never seen Liu Kang's blue fire dragon do that and bounce me up so quickly. You don't even have an option to... So it's almost like you're getting juggled. You don't even have the option to get up attack or delay get up. Weird. You may be able to use invulnerable cameo get up attack to avoid the projectile attacks that are timed to hit you right as you get up. Look at that Kano beam. And some cameos have invulnerability. I gotta test that too. Like cameo invulnerability, throw breaking, a lot of this stuff gotta test. The opponent can put you in a situation where it's difficult or impossible to evade their attacks. You may be able to use an armor attack to push through if you can afford to take some damage. So armor slide. When two characters perform projectile attacks at the same time, they will usually trade hits and both characters will take damage. This type of trades can be favorable to the character that has more health. You can use trades to your advantage if your character has a projectile that can start combos with a trade. You may take some damage from the incoming projectile, but you can deal more to your opponent. So it's like... Yeah, the ice ball. What the fuck? I did it! I don't know why they reset me as I was doing it. Some projectiles can be enhanced to destroy incoming projectiles. Use this to your advantage to interrupt the zoning opponent. Ah, damn it, I gotta do. Nice enhanced! Fucking asshole. Lesson complete. Even if your enhanced projectile does not hit, you could force the opponent to block or evade instead of continuing to throw projectiles, buying you more time to move in. Very correct. Very correct. Now that's it. Beautiful, beautiful tutorial hub. So this was a successful positioning tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed the full tutorial. I did learn about Mortal Kombat 1's system quite a bit, in addition to brushing up my fundamentals. It's always good to learn. I'm not one of these types that says, I don't need to know. I know everything. I always like learning. And I'm looking forward to playing more Mortal Kombat 1. So I think that's going to do it for today. It was really fun playing the story. I also am glad that I finished the tutorial. I'm definitely going to come back and look at some characters. There are a lot of characters I want to look at in training mode. I think I can think of a way to do it that's short and sweet and valuable. If I just go over their normal attacks and their strings and specials and look at their frame data, I think that'll give me an idea of characters' full move lists, characters' frame data, and will help me pick a main character. I'll continue doing these combos off screen. Maybe I can show that. Practice. No, it's in the tutorial section. Let's see. Gotta go to this menu. Learn, tutorial, and then you can go to challenges. Look at all these that I got done. I got a lot done. I played more in story mode, so I can bang out some of those. And then once I pick a main character, I can go into invasions and stream that. So you can check that out. So far, it's a fun game. I think it's a good fighting game. Very full package that I'm enjoying a lot. And it's worth my money, and I hope it's been worth your time watching. So thanks again. Mortal Kombat 1.